Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Oh well folks, it just must be a coincidence. There's no way these two things are connected. No, of course not. Give me a break. Yeah, right is my initial and immediate response. Like I always tell you folks, in the world of politics, there is no such thing as a coincidence. As an accident. Accidental timing. Coincidental timing, it does not exist. Everything is planned. And it is done purposely. Not to mention it's totally predictable. I mean, people were expecting this, even Elon Musk himself. Don't you find it a little bit interesting? Don't you find it a little bit weird that the moment Elon Musk challenges establishment power by taking Twitter, the biggest public discussion platform, out of their greedy, power-hungry grasp, right after Elon Musk announced that he's going to be voting Republican for the first time and after he goes on an absolute tirade, savagely destroying the Democrat Party, don't you find it a little bit interesting that all of a sudden, Elon Musk becomes public enemy number one of the deep state, the media, and federal agencies? Well, it all just must be a coincidence. Elon Musk challenges the powers that be, and then all of a sudden, he is hit from every single angle. I mean, they're not even trying to hide it at this point, folks. The same thing that they did to Donald Trump, they're now doing to Elon Musk. And Democrats want to convince you that the Republican Party is the party of the rich and the wealthy and the connected. I mean, to a certain extent, they're right. Successful business owners and millionaires, regular people who are quite successful, generally tend to be Republicans. But the ultra-powerful billionaire puppet masters, major corporate CEOs and Silicon Valley overlords, well, that, folks, the real power, the real rich people, and especially the corrupt ones, they're on the other side, and they are not happy that Elon Musk is throwing a wrench in their plans and getting in their way. Let's talk about this, but of course, before we get into any of it, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, share the video as much as possible. We are still shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm, hidden from non-subscribed viewers. And with that out of the way, let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so surely none of this is connected. Take a look at the string of tweets from Elon Musk. In the past, I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindness party, but they have become the party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold, ... with a little popcorn emoji. He then follows up with, judging by the relentless hate stream from the far left, this tweet was spot on. Elon Musk takes a public stance against the Democrat Party, against the culturally dominant party, the party that controls mainstream establishments and the media, and then all of a sudden, the next day, Elon Musk is now accused of exposing himself to a private flight attendant, report claims. Elon Musk was accused of exposing himself to a flight attendant aboard one of his private planes in 2016, and SpaceX later paid the woman $250,000 to settle her misconduct claim, a report said. So all of a sudden, as Elon Musk takes a public stance against the Democrat Party, this story just magically surfaces from nowhere. And we're supposed to believe that Elon Musk is this terrible predator and a horrible human being, when there is literally no detail or no proof that this claim is actually legitimate. The only thing that lefties are running with is this settlement for $250,000, which honestly could have just been blackmail. Or maybe it did happen and it was totally accidental. When on a private plane, Elon Musk was changing clothes or doing whatever, humans do, and then they settled with the lady in court for $250,000. We don't know what happened, but the mainstream media is all of a sudden digging up this story and using it to attack and slander Elon Musk and make him seem like a predator. I'm getting the same vibes, which of course is their dirty little trick that they did to Donald Trump, to Brett Kavanaugh, literally any massive, powerful individual that gets in their way, in the way of their agenda. These claims just seem to magically surface out of nowhere. And apparently to the mainstream media, what's again so despicable, these claims only seem to matter if you represent a certain political side. The amount of Hollywood and leftist creeps in the mainstream media and in the Hollywood media world is never ending. But Democrats don't seem outraged. Democrats don't seem to care because those people are on their side. The same people who took pictures with Harvey Weinstein, took his money and enabled his actions. The same people who enabled people who are connected to Mr. Epstein and everything going on there. The same news outlets who refuse to run those stories all of a sudden are going to turn around and tell you that Elon Musk is a deviant and a predator, and you're supposed to buy it. Now, the timing is purposeful. Elon Musk spoke out against them, and in that public statement literally says, watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold, and boom, it happens. Oh, and of course you think it ends there. Elon Musk is also currently under investigation by the SEC. Elon Musk hit with SEC investigation over tardy Twitter stake disclosure because he failed to submit his disclosure form 10 10 days after he was supposed to, which of course, this regulatory body is not going to just let him get away with it. They're going to launch every investigation. They're going to go after him with all of their might because he's on the other side and it's rules for thee, but not for me. Think it ends there? The SEC investigation is at least justifiable to a certain extent, even though we know that they're going to go after him so much more harder than they would any other liberal leftist billionaire. But now all of a sudden, Tesla gets kicked out of the S&P 500 ESG index. All of a sudden, they kick Tesla out of a massive S&P 500 index, citing, in a blog post on Wednesday, the S&P explained why it kicked Tesla out of its ESG index earlier this month. It said that Tesla's lack of a low-carbon strategy and codes of business conduct, along with, quote, racism and poor working conditions reported at Tesla's factory in Fremont, California, affected the score. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has called the ESG metrics the, quote, devil incarnate. Yes, apparently Elon Musk, EV and solar panel leader, doesn't meet the ESG's low carbon emissions standard. What an absolute joke. Cathie Wood coming out and slamming Tesla's removal from S&P 500 ESG index as ridiculous. Elon Musk once again getting savage and going online and posting a bunch of memes. Despite Tesla doing more for the environment than any company ever, what is an ESG score? It determines how compliant your business is with the leftist agenda. They're making the man even more based. Also posting this meme right over here. Tesla, the S&P ESG index, looking back on 6 oil companies. Tesla is the jealous girlfriend, the boyfriend looking back at the other woman, S&P ESG index, and the other woman being 6 oil companies. What a surprise. And that shows you just how corrupt this whole thing is. The leading EV manufacturer and a company that is innovating when it comes to moving away from fossil fuels somehow gets kicked out of the ESG index due to carbon emissions, but 6 oil companies remain untouched. Once again, folks, they're not even trying to hide it. Elon Musk elaborates, Exxon is rated top 10 best in the world for environment, social and governance ESG by the S&P 500, while Tesla didn't even make the list. ESG is a scam and it has been weaponized by phony social justice warriors. And this right here is the double standard I am always talking about. Elon Musk makes a public claim that he is now a Republican, and then automatically, instantly, he is then treated as a Republican or as a conservative, meaning government and the entire media apparatus is immediately weaponized against him. The same exact thing we saw them do with Donald Trump. But folks, it's going to backfire. They're making him look like more and more of a hero. It's the Streisand effect, folks. He continues to double down. They aren't scaring him. He just released this statement right over here. The attacks against me should be viewed through a political lens. This is their standard despicable playbook, but nothing will deter me from fighting for a good future and your right to free speech. The contrast is becoming clearer and clearer and clearer. These shadowy, elitist, globalist, leftist figures, these corrupt figures and corrupt entities, I believe are overplaying their hands, and eventually evil will lose and good will win the day. Like I always tell you guys, we are in a battle of good versus evil. You got all of the information right in front of you, and it's very simple at this point. Just pick a side. I don't know about you guys, but I know exactly what side I am sticking on. That's what I got for you guys though. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe. I'm gonna get back to work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.